Yeah, I'm the one who
When did you
touched.
start
I'm the
mixing?
one who touched CLA.
Okay. Welcome to the New Space Podcast.
It's crazy. It's been so long since we've shot an episode, and it's been even longer since we've shot an episode alone.
Yeah.
I don't like you enough to be doing this, bro.
I know. You know what? I was going to say I miss hanging out with just you, but you know what? Screw it. I don't like you either, okay?
Oh, man. Nah, but we got some crazy news. We just got back from the NAMM.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was
You know
a
what
good
I'm
time.
saying?
It was a really good time.
It was a good time. We got a ton of footage and just stuff. We're way behind everyone else
Yeah.
releasing their stuff.
Yeah, because, on the way back, Jeff over here right off camera. Say hi, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, come over here real quick.
Jeff was sick. Like on the way, he almost didn't make it back. But yeah, so Jeff was sick on the way back from Anaheim, Santa Ana, California.
Yeah.
So
he just randomly turned green. He's like, I don't feel good. I'm like, shut up, you're fine. and then I look over at him an hour later and he's green and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Of course
And
I gotta sit next to him.
he's the brains behind everything over here because he has the cameras. He's got the SD cards. He knows where everything is. Everything is encrypted and locked down. So yeah, it's like a crypto wallet.
It'd be harder to steal some new space footage than it would be
To steal some Bitcoin.
the nuclear pen.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
true.
That's our claim to fame.
Yeah, because Jeff is that good.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's not saying he's overweight or anything. That's just saying he's good at what he does. No,
So-
but that's what we're going to do. We're just going to be rolling through some of our footage that we got
Yes.
randomly because we don't know what any kind of order this is in. And frankly, can't remember 95% of what happened. So we're going to remember it on camera.
So what we did was like we were very biased to what we were expecting to see or what we wanted to see. Shout out to all the amazing YouTubers that are releasing a bunch of videos on NAMM. I saw this one guy, I cannot remember his page right now, but he had a very detailed video about live sound, like even a whole section on stands, right? He had studio gear, he had everything. Like, we are studio guys, okay? So we're going to be sticking to the studio equipment, the studio stuff, right? The juicy stuff, the juiciest stuff out of all of them.
Yeah, but before we get into that, who was your favorite person that you got to meet? Like, who was the most celebrity to you person that you got to meet?
You know what? This might sound crazy to you. It sounds crazy to me to say this. But my favorite person to meet, it wasn't CLA. Got to meet CLA.
You met him?
Yeah.
You got to shake his hand?
I didn't shake his hand. Oh, story time. So we're at NAMM and we're outside. And I swear, CLA walks past Jackson and I, and Jackson sees him like at the last moment, does not know, like he's shell shocked. He's like completely starstruck. He touches CLA's shoulder, Chris Lord Alger, okay, and he goes, "I love you," just like that.
All right. Okay. Now we've already experienced Ife's storytelling, and we all know how it kind of goes.
And he looked at you like, if you don't get your vermin hands.
No, he
off
literally
of
goes. He literally goes. Oh yeah. He said that. He did. He didn't like.
I know what he was thinking. I felt
you
that.
You don't know anything. You were so.
I felt the.
And you know what? Under all my records, produced, mixed, or mastered by Jackson, it's gonna say Jackson mixed it, touched CLA. That's in my credits, dude. You've been mixing so much longer than me, but I'm the one who's touched CLA.
Have I been mixing that much longer than you?
Yeah, I'm the one who
when
touched.
Did you start mixing?
I'm the one who touched CLA.
Okay.
Like 6 years ago, but not like that's when I like first was like, oh shoot, I got to learn this.
6
and
years
sat
was
down
when.
And tried to learn.
What year was that?
2019, 20.
You got 2 years on me.
More than you?
Yeah.
No.
I got 2 years on you. I mean.
Yeah. But you're also more analog savvy. Like you understand.
No, I went in. Like I literally went a year and a half. I stopped producing for like a year and a half.
That's what I'm saying. Is mine was like I was an artist and only started learning because I was around other engineers and thought it was cool. I wasn't like I have to know this.
I started mixing because I realized I looked around and I'm like, compared to most engineers, even at the time, I had everything they had. And I felt like I had a good enough ear to be like, you know what? Let me just learn this thing and really figure this thing out.
Yeah, I mean, all it is like mashing a live performance. Like you're just putting their live performance in a space.
Yeah.
And just piecing it together to where it's a presentable package. Like people overcomplicate it, I feel like.
Yeah. But you got to have the ear for it, though. But anyway,
yeah, you have to be able to zoom out.
Moving on. So, like I said, we knew who we wanted to talk to. So, on the count of 3, you're going to say the company that you were.
We didn't say the person we were most excited to meet.
Oh, you said yours.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Who did I say?
Oh yeah, we haven't even said it yet. You're right.
Humiliate
okay,
me, so
okay. So yeah, okay, but that was true though.
Kind of.
Mine was Mitch Gallagher.
Yeah.
I knew this was gonna happen, dude.
It's fine. What?
Go ask your brother. Anyway.
Mitch Gallagher?
Mitch Gallagher. I don't know why. Because maybe because he was right there and it wasn't on a panel. And he was just like, he talked to us. He put his drinks down and take a picture with us. You know? And it's just this guy that, because I buy all my stuff from Sweetwater, right? And, you know, before I buy anything from Sweetwater, I'll do my, you know, little research or whatever. Whenever I can listen, I'll listen. Shout out to Sweetwater. You know, they let me return stuff when, you know, I'm not really feeling a piece or whatever. But Mitch Gallagher, man, I always check out his stuff if he's talked about anything that I like. And it always helps. It's not definitive because he has to stay neutral, but it's always insightful. And
yeah,
I really
and usually it's
appreciate
just it's just like demos. It's just a chance for you to hear what you're getting into.
Yeah.
No, he's super cool.
And he gets into everything in like 2-3 minutes, boom, out of there.
Yeah, and I think he hosts like their challenges and stuff. Did you see that one video they did where it's like they had a certain budget and a certain amount of time to build like a perfect vocal chain?
Mm-mm.
That's a cool game show idea. But then again, the audience is so niche.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, that's the best show ever. But everyone else in the world is like, nah. My favorite person.
You know what? Can I change mine? That was really cool. But can I change mine, please?
No.
Please?
I asked you really, and you're like, yeah.
No, not really. Not really. Now, Mitch Gallagher is dope. We love him.
No, he is.
But can I change mine, please?
All right, go.
All right.
I swear if you say mine, I'm gonna cut that out of the video and just cut straight to mine.
Mine, I think, was Devon Terrell.
Oh, okay.
From they have a new name now. It's My Studio Nerds. Yeah, that's a new name. If that's not the new name, I'm so sorry, Devon. I'm so but I think it's My Studio Nerds. Yeah.
I mean, that'll stick.
Yeah.
I really liked Audio Nerds. I thought that was fire.
Yeah, but they had some issue with the legals.
Oh, well, there you go. That's perfect.
Yeah. But I like his new name better. So
no, he was definitely up there, especially the experience we had with him.
Yeah. So we're talking about.
Devon.
Yeah,
no, Devon that was a super cool experience, especially the specific experience we had with him.
Yeah, you want to tell? You want me to tell it?
We'll get into it. There's like a video.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah.
But I think my most surprising person that I met, they're two different ways. Mark Daniel Nelson was like, I didn't even think to want to see him, but I needed to see him. I had no idea because like so many of his tutorials expanded my brain in such a better way than most others out there.
You know why I like him so much though? He doesn't give a damn. Like I feel like the way he mixes off of feel. He's been doing it so long that you can tell that him mixing off of feel isn't even something that he has to think to himself, oh, I have to mix off of feel. He just has to do it because it feels like that's the only way he knows how to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's like, and just the way he talks. And he looks like on camera like he'd be short, but he was like tall.
Yeah.
He was like 6'1" or something.
Yeah, he was pretty tall. He was pretty
Usually
tall.
they turn out short. Like everyone else turned out tiny. Like little guys. Like CLA, I thought he was a big dude. He's a little New Yorkian.
No, he's a straight up
a little
like
Italian
cab
New
driver
Yorkian.
type. Like
Little.
Yeah, little guy.
Still doing his thing. You see what I'm saying? But
And
then I also was
shout out to Mark because I have an API 5500 that is in every mix that I do, and I have not touched the settings in literally like 8 months because I took a picture of his API 5500 and the settings that he mixes into, and that's what I do. And it's been killing for me.
That was cool to tell him that too. No, that guy's like, he was just as dope in person as I'd imagine him to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like just super cool.
Yeah.
His teeth were busting too.
He probably got it from Colombia.
Dude, they were going crazy. Anyhow, but he was really cool. And then I was also really excited to see Mixed by L just because he's just like just a social media wizard.
Yeah.
You know? And he was super cool too.
Yeah.
Everyone's cool when you're in this. The strangest guy I met was Andrew Sheps.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I was like, hey, how's it
like...
going? And I held my hand out here for so long. And he's like handing me a sticker. Oh, sorry, I'm not shaking hands.
Like, oh my gosh!
Can I get a picture?
I feel like he's one of those guys that he's a super nice guy, but did not want to be there.
That's the kind of vibe I got. I mean, there's no way he's not passionate.
No, he's passionate.
It's like
absolutely.
It's like dropping a bloody limb in a shark-infested water. Like that dude is famous when it comes to like you.
I thought he was a 1073 for a long time. Like I thought like the Shep 73 was it. You know, like when I first started.
No, dude, the Shep 70. It literally, I didn't even notice the Shep 73 by Waves.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice. That's crazy. That thing is fire.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's roll.
Mixed Bus TV too was kind of cool.
Oh, that was really cool.
Mixed Bus TV.
Yeah. We watch a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to confront him.
Yeah, he's got beef with Mixed Bus TV. Hey, we love you, Mixed Bus TV, but yeah.
No, and just
next time we see you, it's on. All right.
And let me just clarify really quickly. He hates warm audio. It seems like he hasn't said it, but it's pretty dang obvious. But then on the other hand, he's endorsing those foam balls that go around microphones. And it's like, would you rather be stuck using the foam balls or warm audio?
Yeah, and I think the way we found out that he didn't like them because he was doing studio
visits. Anytime someone would have warm audio, he'd be like, I don't like any of that. This one dude had racks like this, like full of warm audio. He's like, don't like any of these racks. Let's see what your speakers aren't bad. It's like, dude, what
he went back
heck?
to the racks and like, yeah, remember I think I said that already, but I don't like these racks.
Yeah, what the heck?
And if you haven't been to NAMM, it is overwhelming.
Dude, literally millions of. Did we see millions of people?
Not millions.
Dude, that was probably the most people I've ever seen in one place in my entire life.
I've seen more. I've seen more in one place for sure. But there was a lot of people, a lot more than I expected. And I have to say one thing. I've been to South by Southwest several times, probably 4 or 5 times. Maybe only once as an attendee, and the rest of the times as an artist. And I gotta say, NAMM, if you are a producer, if you are a mix engineer, or even an artist that's trying to do things slightly differently, NAMM is for you. If you're trying to pick, because they're very close to each other. NAMM's in February, and then South by Southwest is in March. If you're gonna pick one, and you're very connected to the back end world, like the engineers and the studio stuff, and you're an artist that likes to do your own stuff, like people that we really talk to more, NAMM is definitely more for you. I could tell you that straight off the bat right now.
Yeah. No, it's like, it's the type of energy, like you make eye contact with someone, you both just kind of smile like, what's your name?
Yeah.
It's like I shook more hands in that week than I ever have in my entire life too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you haven't, I'm sure we're still going to go to South by, but at South by, when you meet somebody, it's more like, nice to meet you. Here's what I do. Check out my music. Here's my thing.
Right.
Here's my thing. Over there, it was at NAMM. It was more like, "Hi, nice to meet you. What do you do?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool that you do that.
Yeah.
You know, that
No,
was a
and
huge
that's why
difference.
that's why I started to think about it. Like, it would probably be crazy beneficial for an artist to go there, because you're in a sea of people who are masters at making artists the best,
Yeah.
and they want to meet people, and they want to talk.
I just had a crazy analogy. I feel like going to NAMM as an artist is like a girl going to a sausage fest party.
Yeah.
And like, you know,
No,
everybody
actually.
you can pick in the litter. You can find the producer there. You can find the mix engineer there. You can find everything you need. The microphones that you know that you've been looking for. You can test them out. You can figure stuff out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you could literally go there and they will custom build you your home studio
Seriously.
setup. They will put you on the right stuff, and you will leave with a team probably of people
Absolutely.
to help you with all your stuff. So that was crazy fun. I've never been anywhere that was more networking beneficial than that. I
Yeah.
mean, it was insane.
Yeah.
But that being said, let's go through some of our footage
Absolutely.
that we got. This was actually the first booth we stopped by.
The very first booth we stopped by.
We were shy at this point. We were kind of like,
Yeah.
let's.
There's a company called Rewind. And do you remember what they do?
It's a tape boombox.
Yes. And so it's got really good speakers. The speakers are impressive. You know, at the loudest volume started kind of like distorting a bit.
I didn't hate that though, because it didn't sound like digital distortion to me. It sounded like creamy. I was almost like, I'm kind of glad that's there.
That's
in
a
weird
real
way.
tape in there. That's not like, you know, whatever. It also has, you know, Bluetooth if you just want to do that. But it's a real boombox. And it sounds good. Plays tape. And it's got this really cool VU meters that actually work. Like, you know.
Yeah, but it would just change the vibe of listening to music. Like when you pull out a tape, and that right there, pause it. That fits in a little chassis, and it's like one of those things that clips on. Yeah,
It's called a Walkman, dude.
a Walkman.
Oh my God. You too young. You know what a Walkman is?
I do. I didn't know what the name was. I've seen.
You
them.
didn't know what the name was.
I just remembered the neon headbands.
God. Guys. He doesn't know what a Walkman is.
I know what it is. If you said, "Hey Jack,"
If I do this, what does this mean?
you're dialing a phone.
Oh, okay. Just check it. A rotary phone. Okay. All right. I'll give you
I don't
a
want
pass.
to know that information, but it's there in my head somewhat.
Okay. Cool.
No, this was super cool. I actually would really enjoy to buy one of these because, like, it just should change listening to music. You put a tape in and you scroll through the album.
Yeah, and then like you get the experience. You buy an album, and you just listen to an album. We don't do that anymore. We just take the songs we like and put them in a playlist, right? So this is really, really cool. If you're in the market for a boombox, check these guys out. Rewind. And those tape players, they're built like tanks. I'm telling you, like you could be going for a jog, and if someone tries to jump you or something, just take it off and just claw them inside the head. You're good. And that thing will still keep on playing. I promise. That's how solidly built it was.
Beat them up to a soundtrack.
Yeah. So that was Rewind. Really cool. Let's see. Okay, that's some tapes, some albums that they had out. Yeah, see MC Hammer. What? Really, really cool stuff. All right. And this is me talking to them over here. Oh, Behringer.
Who allowed this?
Oh yeah, so I mean, the Pro 16, it's a good board. You know, it's a good board. That's all I gotta say. It's supposed to be like a Profit, you know, PRO, you know, but yeah, it looks good. It actually does look good. I haven't messed with it before. It was too loud to try to test it out, and they got a Juno lookalike back there. Behringer's coming like they're swinging hard. They're not playing with anybody. They got a 33609. You know, I think they have a 1073 coming out and all kinds of stuff. They're
pushing.
But you know what? I got to give Behringer props on one thing. They have a console that we use in my church, the Behringer Wing. They just came out with a rack-mounted version. And listen, let me tell you, the preamps on those things do not sound half bad. And the workflow in it is really dope. Touch screen, very, very detailed and responsive EQ. The dynamic section is really good. It has auto-tune for each channel live built into the board.
What?
Yes.
Bussin'.
Yeah.
All right, next company, please. Next. Holy crap! I didn't even remember that happened.
Yeah, so we met what's his name? Paris. He was a member of As Yet. If anybody remembers As Yet, they had the song Last Night. Man, listen, in school, yeah, we used to get down with As Yet, like for real. So if you know, you know.
We'll drop all these as clips.
Yeah.
All these interview stuff. But
yeah.
That was at the Origin booth, I think.
Yeah, that was the Origin, the Aston microphones. They have some really cool stuff. They got podcast mics now, right? And what else they have that was really cool?
That's it.
That was really it.
New microphones, a couple new mics.
If you need a really clear top end microphone, that's kind of like an AKG 414 type of vibe, but it's also built like a tank, does not need a shock mount. The Aston microphone might be there, right there for you, and it is very affordable. I think it's between $400 and $600.
Like live, there's live music in every corner. There's a live stage.
Everywhere there was live music.
Okay, so this was a Chinese brand we were hanging out with.
Sorry, I messed up. Okay, so listen, we're in this booth, right? And this company, they have these microphones. They have clones of the 251. And they got this 251 on steroids, XL size. I don't know what's going on here. Like, it's a C919. I'm not even sure.
And what's crazy about this company is you can look at the list of people they supply. So they're supplying like actual brand name mics. These brand names buy their components.
Yeah.
And use them. So why not go straight with this source?
Exactly. They're just rebadging. American companies are buying from them and rebadging, right? Mm-hmm. And these are the guys that make them. This mic actually worked.
Yeah.
Like if you have this in your studio, it's definitely a conversation piece. If you put this in your studio and it's in your ad for your studio, come on, man. Somebody's going to want to come check it out.
Mic drops with that thing
would be sick, bro.
We got to get one.
You got to figure out how you're going to get the face of the freaking artist around that thing. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, we tried it out and it was pretty dope.
That's the capsule.
Yes, the capsule. The capsule is as big as some microphones, man. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And I think this was like $500 for this.
Something crazy.
It's got like several tubes in it. It's insane.
It comes with this huge briefcase.
Yeah, the suitcase is straight. It's like quality briefcase. The same quality briefcase you get from a real 251 case. That's the power. Oh, that's the briefcase right there. Yeah, got the 251s going. It was nice.
They had some really cool pencils. They had everything.
We were holding it like it was our newborn baby. That's what we were trying to give right there. Yeah, that thing was insane. Like the power supply, looks like we were trying to power up a whole city. It was insane. Yeah, that's the 251 over there in the corner.
Yeah, that guy didn't even speak English. He was just
he had an interpreter.
Chinese, yeah.
Yeah, that's when you know that you're serious about
serious supplies.
Serious engineers going on. Serious engineering.
I didn't even see that.
I'm not even sure what this is.
That's like live.
Oh yeah, this is a live rig stuff. Guys, everybody was there. Everybody was there. Look at these mallets. This is like to hit.
I couldn't find if Lewitt was there though.
I didn't see Lewitt. I tried
online. And I couldn't find any information.
They probably weren't there. This is F Note. F Note is really dope. If I was to get another electronic drum kit in the studio, I would definitely go with these guys. Especially since, I mean, the kits look super clean. They're super compact.
But you know what the problem is?
What?
If I bought one in a week, you'd find a better one that you're gonna buy instead.
True. But anything that has everything built in, several zones in here. I can't remember how many zones they have. Rim shot. 2 actual cymbals for the hi-hats, and then you can run them as Superior Drummer. You can run it with anything from Contact. You know, I think it's phenomenal. I think it's good. You know, controllers over here. You know, I keep forgetting that with a lot of controllers, you can just set your key, you can set your chord, and nothing you hit is gonna sound bad. So at that point, you get a controller like this, man, you'll start creating chords and melodies that you would never create, even if you play an actual instrument. So
Yeah.
these are really, really cool. So I think this is what ERE, or I'm not really sure what the name of the company is. We'll figure it out and put it in the description. They're running it in Ableton. So yeah.
Yuck.
Don't say that.
No,
we
their
love
update
Ableton.
plan is ridiculous.
Oh, okay. So this company, a little bit of a gimmick company, if you ask me, but they have
No, it's like synth modules.
synth modules, and once you ground yourself on the green banana, you can play notes over here, and it actually works. This is all the notes in the major scale. So trying to play a major chord was kind of, you got to do it with two hands, like to go like this and hit all four chords or whatever. Well, it was pretty cool. Banana piano. Piano. Yeah.
Piano.
Bueno.
Bueno.
Okay. So, guys, check this out. This right here is a Kawai upright acoustic piano, right? It's an acoustic piano, like good wood, good ivory, feels amazing, right? But also plays amazing. It's an acoustic piano, but then you hit a little button underneath and you turn the speakers on that also sound really good. It has tons of sound in it. So you got an electric piano, you got, like marimbas and all kinds of crazy sounds that sound so good. Like don't sound like, like keyboard, like Casio speakers. They sound like studio monitors, like coming out with like, Arturia, or not even Arturia, like Spectrasonics levels, quality sound. And then guess what? You can actually use an acoustic piano and blend it with the sound from the digital side and play it like a overlay. That's ridiculous. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a new offering from Kawai. Really, really amazing. If I didn't have a piano already, I would definitely look at that for sure. You know what I mean? Shout out to some of the other companies that we saw there, like Music Tech. Music Tech is a company that is promoting music education, music technology, and music careers in the music industry to communities that are less privileged and less open about where music education is not as focused on. So they're doing a really, really good thing. You know what I mean? So we had to show them some love real quick. My man here was really nice, really, really cool guy. So yeah, that was really, really cool. Oh, so what booth was this?
It's like the Manly Dangerous.
Yeah, the Manly Dangerous, the Manrus. I don't know. So first of all, my favorite swag piece out of the NAMM entirely is this hat that I got on right here. I got this from this booth at the Dangerous booth. I mean, come on, this hat is super nice. It's got the faux leather front, Dangerous music, the classic orange and black.
And they're actually big enough to fit our giant heads.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Really, really cool stuff. And of course, I love to see my pieces. I got the what's it called? The 2 Bus Plus right here. This is my rack. I have the 80 Plus right here. Dope sounding. Love it. Yeah, those are 2 pieces I have from them. I used to have their controller, but I went with the Grace instead. But yeah. And then of course the Manly. You're more of a Manly guy than I am, right?
I mean, I don't have anything, but I believe in them.
It's coming.
I believe the Voxbox plugin alone is so fire. I can't imagine what that hardware would sound like.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it sounds crazy. If I just felt like it one day, that Elo Plus, people go crazy over it. They say it's like
That's
like
actually
an LA2A.
A really cool blank space design.
Right here,
the rack spacers.
I think it's a custom for them.
Dude, but I wouldn't be. It's a really cool idea, though. It's like you have your piece of gear. And
they have the name on it.
The name and a description about what it does. So people come in the studio, they can read about your pieces and stuff.
That'd be good for a commercial studio. Straight up.
And the way they put it on there actually looks good. It kind of reminds me of like Off-White. How Off-White has those all that text on their shoes.
Yeah. We're going to come back to the NIW because there's a company that has a new offering that's coming for these guys right here.
But does it beat it? We shall find out.
Oh, no, it does.
We will
100%.
find out. We don't know yet,
And
but
then,
we will find out.
Shout out to Touchstone DSG. He swears by these speakers right here, the Ex Machinas. They sounded really good at the booth, even though it was really loud. They did sound really, 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 really good. I'm a PMC guy. You're a barefoot guy. Barefoot. Yeah, but I love my PMCs, but these sounded really, really good. The Ex Machinas, shout out, really, really nice. If you're not one of those to go for the bandwagon type stuff, you want to do something different, but it's still super quality and sounds really good. Check out the Ex Machinas.
That tweeter's huge.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. It's a 3-way too, by the way. So Ex Machina. Ooh, and we just got done talking about these bad boys over here, boy.
We got nothing to say about these next
bad
video.
boys over here, boy.
No hate, but this ain't new. Let's go.
Nah.
We're not even halfway through these.
Yeah,
vlogs,
we're not. Okay. We're gonna leave them alone. But what else is in this video?
What is that? A Fusion neck?
No, that's a SSL. SSL. I'm not sure what it is, but we're not really big on consoles here. Unless you have a super commercial studio with a nice bathroom and a good lounge. Hey, one thing that we learned while we were there, talking to the biggest names in the industry, we talked to Fab DuPont, we talked to I can't remember the other guy that had the other really dope studio, legendary guy, like 30 years in Hollywood. They talked about a bunch of stuff, and they said the most important element of a commercial studio is not the gear, it's not the speakers, it's not any of that. The most important element is the bathroom and the lounge. Keep your bathroom clean
and easily accessible, but you also want it to be where people can go in there and absolutely blow it up without people hearing them. Like, you got to be careful. Like, you got to acoustically treat that mug.
Yeah.
All right. And it's got to be right. Like, you don't want it to be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking through my own personal desires. If I'm in the studio and it's tight and I'm in there with a bunch of people and I got to walk right up here in front of everybody and close the door, and I know when I come back out, I'm going to carry a cloud of green with me.
Yeah. Walking through a cloud of shame. Yeah. But if your bathroom's on point, right? And your lounge is nice, vibey, and is stocked nice with good snacks and good water, you be on your way up. And if you could do more than one room, remember? If you could do more than one room, man, that's it. That's it. So before you get this Origin solid state Logic beautiful console, get your bathroom right.
That is really
Get
cool.
your lounge right. Get 2 rooms. For the price of this, you can build like 2 dope rooms that don't have a console, and you'll be good. All right. Who is this? Oh yeah. So this right here is the solid state Logic Bus Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's on your list, right?
And it just made me realize something. That's what other people want from me. Do I really want that thing?
Do you really want
it? No. I don't want it because I haven't even looked at what the heck it does. The only reason I thought about it was because you and E-Man were telling me it's the Fusion plus a ton more stuff.
No, actually, they built it to pair with the Fusion.
All right. See, now I'm a little more interested.
Yeah. So it's the Fusion is supposed to be the Fusion. The Fusion is supposed to be the saturation section, and this is supposed to be like the comp section. It has dynamic EQ, which is really, really dope, right? It has mid-side, dual mono, stereo, obviously. You can solo sections, and like I think you can actually listen, and it's just got so much stuff on it. One of my guys who has one and is a super seasoned engineer thinks it's a bit complicated. And for me, it's definitely not on my list because it doesn't have digital recall, and so I wouldn't do it personally. But yeah, it looks great if you're into that. good for you, but definitely not for me. See how it's paired with the Fusion?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Look, they didn't take the little plastic thingy off.
I know. I should have gone over there and ripped that mug off.
That's
this
sick.
one too. Look at it.
What is that? The quad
that.
4-chain?
Yeah, it's a preamp. This is pre's.
Dude, that's fire.
Yeah.
Dude, I really like SSL stuff.
They look good. They look good. Oh yeah, these guys, they gave us some shots. It was crazy.
Waves, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
They were
no,
showcasing
no.
their new vocal sync plugin.
Waves has a new plugin that's coming after Vocal Line. All right. That right there was dope. All this is their hardware stuff for live stage. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? These are cards that go into consoles and things like that. But they have this guy right here. What's the name of this?
Sync Vox.
Yeah.
Vox.
Yeah, V Sync or something like that. Yeah, Sync. What's that? Sync V. Yeah, it has a lot more functionality than the Vocal Line, and it works really, really well. You can have more than one master listen to channel, and it's just very user friendly. I think it's a little bit more user friendly than Vocal Line, and it's cheaper too. Like I had Vocal Line.
Still for Waves plugin, it's still crazy. I was expecting like $25 when I pulled
How much was
up.
it?
Like $130.
That's cheap, bruh. The upgrade that for my Vocal Line is about that much for the upgrade. So I might just go ahead and do
A big scam
this.
don't make a little scam any less worse.
I know, but
no, I'm just
they did a
waiting.
demo
I'm
for
gonna
us.
get it once it's $20.
I know.
Which it will be very soon.
$29.99. Yeah.
Oh, there's that
DTX or whatever. DTX.
I almost bought it the other day, and then I was like, "What am I gonna use this on? Nothing." Next.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure, gotta check it out. If you do a lot of background vocal type stuff, definitely gotta check out the new plugin from Waves. The Vocal Line Killer is what I call it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that was so hard.
And this was a demo of it right here. We're getting warmer. We talked to them for a little bit. Oh yeah, and then right here, this is how you mic up a piano right here. I didn't get a chance to see what it sounded like, but I got to play it. The Yamahas are beautiful. I have a similar piano, and look at those fingers go. Come on, boy, play. You better play. Ooh, I was in there.
That looked so fruity.
You can tell, right?
Bro, be hitting it. Think.
Look at those. Look at those hammers move. Ooh. We might put this as a story
really
if this audio is good enough.
Overkill.
I don't even know what I was playing. I probably played Blue Bossa or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Who are we talking to over here?
Hey,
yes, your guy. Sir Mark.
I never thought I'd be watching a video of my talking to Mark.
Thank you again for my API settings. He was real cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is where I was telling him about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Next.
I know. We can sit just watch this all day. We were both excited. Oh, mixed by L. It was really cool to meet this dude right here.
It's so weird watching myself socialize. Like, I've never seen this.
So Mixed by L is a dope engineer. I'm not sure where he's out of, but he does a really, really good job of bringing the behind the scenes stuff to everyone. Every time he goes on live a lot on Instagram.
Yeah,
where he's mixing live on Instagram.
He's just a social media master. Like, for engineers and social media seem like they butt heads a lot because engineers tend to be so behind the scenes and just leave me alone.
Yeah.
But he's a great example of what engineers should be now. Is like, I mean, the dude shows his books and they are booked, bro.
Yeah, he's dope.
I think he charges $100 for a mix.
Oh no, we're not doing that though.
Come on, get your rates down, bro.
No, that's not happening.
I need to teach you something.
All right. So This is not the clip where it happens, but did we talk about it now?
Yeah, so this was it. Basically, we turned the corner to this. We walked up, and we're in our shirts, our matching shirts, and we sit down. And he looks over, and he's like, "Oh, you guys have the podcast. I be watching
NIW, right?
Yeah, I be watching it. I see it. Keep doing
Like,
it.
love your podcast.
Yeah, so that was crazy because we had been watching his podcast as an example for how to structure ours.
Oh yeah,
and like the thumbnails, all that that good stuff. So for that to happen is crazy. And he's big. He's super big.
Like that physically?
No, big in the space.
Oh yeah.
And for like also a content like genius for what engineers need to be doing. Like when I think of the biggest engineer content creators, it's like Warren, Devon, Mixed by L's like mainly Instagram.
You know what I really appreciate is the classic Devon videos. He would talk slow. You would think you were watching like a mixing engineering tutorial for 5-year-olds, but it works because it's so clear. It's so, easy to understand.
How old is he?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Figure it out.
But he was really, really cool. Really, we exchanged phone numbers and everything, and definitely we'll see what the future holds there.
Just a bunch of podcasts. That's Decap.
Decap, one of my favorite plugins for knocking drums, especially on my Afrobeat perks.
I was listening to some of his credits. It really sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's funny. He's coming on the podcast soon.
Yep. That's the bros right there.
All right. Skip way down. We were talking to him. Bossing around. Bossing up. Bossing down. Bossing left. Bossing right. Heritage Audio going crazy.
Heritage Audio. We love Heritage Audio. They have the 1073 / monitor controller. That's super functional for small studios. So if you're looking for solutions for a smaller studio, definitely check this out. Like they have really, really dope products. Okay.
No,
I mean,
they're fire,
systems.
and their monitor controller is sick. The like fully decked out one.
Mm-hmm.
It's got
like
like all
twice the size of this right here.
Bluetooth on it and stuff.
Yeah. I used to
aux in.
You know what? That's one thing I miss when I had the dangerous monitor controller. It had Bluetooth in it, so a client would come in like, "Hey, can we listen to something?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Just hit up the Bluetooth," and it would come out straight at the speakers, like high fidelity. I don't have that anymore, so they have to airdrop it to me before I play it and all that stuff, because nobody even has jacks anymore, right? So I do miss that. So yeah, Heritage Audio, man. Look, if you got a small setup for yourself and like maybe you got a small group of guys that you work with all the time, definitely check them out, please. Ooh, and the big boy, the Sony C800. These look brand new, clean, man. Like every time I go to the studio and see one of these, they're scratched up and dinged because, they're staples in the studios, right?
Yeah, when I get one, nobody's touching it.
Oh, yeah.
On the gang, I put that.
Ooh, look at that heat sink.
Dude, that's crazy.
They do get hot, too. PreSonus family right here. I was geeking out because I think DJ Jackson Jeff was up there. So I was really excited to see him. I didn't get to meet him, but they were talking about, I believe they were talking about Atmos right here. Studio One. I got a bone to pick with y'all. I know y'all not gonna see this, but whatever. Well, I do have a bone to pick with you guys.
You never know.
Aggregate devices do not work properly, right? I have an M2 Max, and every time I'm using the aggregate device, my computer starts slowing down. It's not really CPU. My research led me to conclude that it's the aggregate device is not really talking very well. Y'all need to make that more efficient, please. All right? Thank you so much. Thank you. All right? So, Studio One, guys.
Yes. We got a bunch of important stuff to get to.
Yeah.
Can't forget about. So this
was
just a VIP pool party we snuck into. That's besides the point. Another video breaking down just our experience.
Yes. It was fun.
Mermaids.
They had mermaids.
This was like early. Like this got packed to the point where you couldn't even walk around.
Yep.
Not a single person got in the pool.
Guys, these are real mermaids, okay?
That guy
Real mermaids.
looks important.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it was like some heavy hitters in the industry right here. Like directors from PreSonus,
And we were not supposed to be
SSL,
there, and we were there.
Yeah.
You actually could, outside the glass, you could be. That's a podcast guest we have coming on.
Yes.
Besides
Her
the
name
point.
is Ray. She's dope.
Let's go. New gear. New gear. Where's the new gear? That's not the new gear.
Oh,
There was me doing something
Rick
stupid.
was cool. Ooh wee.
Whatever you do, don't. What the heck? Who's me? Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is the episode that we had with Ray. That looks good. Let's go, Jack. In not uniform.
Yeah. I looked so much more handsomer without uniform. That's sad. We were supposed to do an episode
Yeah, it
with
was supposed to
him.
episode with him, but we just couldn't get around to it. Where were you running? I think you were chasing CLA or something. Yeah.
There's the man.
CLA right here. This is Rolling Stones drummer right here. I can't remember his name.
I mean, that audio was horrible.
I remember his name right now, but legendary Rolling Stones member. CLA right there, killing it as per usual. Oh yeah,
So
this is a shirt booth.
This is like the last day we
This is the last
did
day?
NAMM. But this is also where
Okay. All right, here we go. Here we're talking to Alicia. They have 2 new boxes coming out. They have the single channel strip called the Chan X, and it is fire. It has an EQ section, it has saturation section, it has compressors. I mean, just like beautiful box. We're gonna drop a story that dives into it a little bit more, but I mean it's excellent. And then I have to say, as much as I love West Audio, the knobs on these things were so precise. My West Audio, I'm more inclined to use the plugin, which works perfectly. But on this box, like the knobs felt great. I felt very confident in how accurate it was. So that was really, really cool. So the Chan X Studio is coming out Q3, Q4, 2025. It also has a talkback for your booth, and also a mixer. So like if you want if whoever's recording wants more music or more of them without affecting the gain stage of the audio you're recording, you can achieve that. And that's a big deal for people that, with singers that really want their stuff really loud and want it really quiet. But then as an engineer, you don't want to mess up the sound. And if you know Alicia, this stuff is clean as heck. Like, it's going to sound crazy coming out that box. And yeah, so you have to look into this. You got to research it. You got to look into it. Coming real soon. And then they also have another box. That's the Chan X right there up close. Look how beautiful that thing is. And you can see the reduction right there, the compressor.
I like that.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's got dynamic EQ on it. On a freaking channel strip, you can literally mix with this thing. And, like, you can be solid. All you need is reverb and delay. That's it. That's all that's left. And then they also have another beautiful box called the X Max. The X Max different, bro. I have it in my cart. I don't know if I'm going to get in, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, the X Max, Alicia X Max Stereo Master Bus compressor comes out Q1. You can pre-order right now. Yeah, it's in pre-order. If I take it out of my box, it show pre-order. It has you can compress the mid separately from the sides, and you can compress the low end separately. So if you want that tight low end that's super controlled, especially for like pop, hip hop, you got the big 808s going. Even with country music now with the 808s, right? Mm-hmm. Man, this is the box for you. It's only $2,000 for everything you're getting from Alicia. That's a steal. It's an absolute steal. Great box. I'm not a big fan of the Alicia, cosmetic, but who cares? The Chan X looks great, but this one right here, man, I think they're winning with this box right here, 100%. Right?
I'd say so. I know nothing about it. I never even heard of them until NAMM.
No, Elysia is fire. Elysia is absolute fire. They got the music you have heard. Sounds phenomenal. And their claim to fame is their compressor, the Alpha. It's like 11, 12 grand.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's just
Too cheap for me.
Yeah, I know, right? Too cheap for my blood. But yeah, that's amazing stuff. All right, we're gonna go back over here, check out some more stuff. All right. So I can't. Do you remember his name?
Ed.
Ed is the chief engineer and owner of Craneborn Audio. Craneborn. You want to talk about them?
Yeah. Basically, this should come out as like a something because he broke down their new product, which is a good content piece.
Okay.
Just saying that, but basically. He was telling us all. I was over there geeking out over the Carnaby HE2 harmonic EQ, the rack-mounted version.
Amazing sounding.
And I talked to one of the guys. He's like, I was asking him questions. He's like, "Oh, you want to ask this guy? He designed it." I was like, "The designer? The designer is here?" And then, sure enough, we talked to him. So I was like, "I'm getting that HE2." He's like, "All right, but after that, you're gonna want to come over here and get this brick line compressor." What is it?
That's
the Carnaby HE2.
That's very, very Australian.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
carry
be
on.
Australian. This is his accent. Yeah, you like the Carnaby HE2, don't you? Anyhow, I was like, yeah. So he's like, next you're gonna want these brick lane compressors, which are crazy. He breaks them down in this video. I don't know, that lunchbox right there. I need that. That's next. But basically, this was last week. And I already bought the HE2 and I got it sitting in my studio.
Yeah, and you already ran some stuff through it. It sounds amazing.
I've already sent mixes out and the people are loving it.
Yeah.
It's great, dude. It's amazing. It's over there to the far left. They had a whole nother like 19-inch rack section.
Uh-huh. Listen, when it comes to audio gear, hardware, we know SSL, we know Neve, we know API, right? We know Manly. But new kid on the block is definitely Craneborn Audio.
No, and listening to this dude talk, you're like, oh my gosh, he cares about the circuitry, the components, the metals, is it something that's been done before? Like,
and you know what? The reason why I think that Neve and API and all those guys cost so much, and these guys can come at a lower price for stuff that sounds just as good or maybe even better, is because they have maybe 5 to 10 years of R&D. Though the pause.
Oh no, sorry. I'm like, that's literally the exact face a genius makes when he's talking to an idiot.
No.
Yeah.
But
he just broke down the physics of how it works.
He was proud of you that you got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
He was proud of you that you understood what he was talking about. But listen, API, Neve, SSL, they have 40, 50 years of R&D that's gone in. That's a lot of money that they have to recoup, right? So, and the brand name, brand recognition is there. That's why they're so expensive. I don't think that these guys are doing anything that's like less quality. And they're also, taking on, the not the prestige, but the, what is it called? There's
the renowned name.
No, the technology that's come before and is building on top of that.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And they're coming out with some crazy stuff.
That everyone
the converters in this thing, like people say, is like you have merging audio. If you know merging audio, you know that they are like one of the top when it comes to like conversion. People say it's like right there neck and neck with their conversion in a 500 series box.
No, that's what everyone should look into. That so that 500 series box, you can get a version of it that has an interface in it. Yeah. And it's not that much more expensive. But so you could literally load up the box full of all your favorite hardware, grab the box, which comes with handles. The rack mounts on the side flip out, and you can screw them in that way, and they're handles.
That's crazy.
And you can just grab your computer, and you have a full-blown hybrid studio
all over the
on
world
the go.
in 2
You could
days.
do a car session with hardware.
Straight up.
All good. There's the HE2 over there to the far left. That's where I was sitting going.
Yeah,
nutty.
we both got sit down over there.
And I think one of the main things was like theirs was one of the one stations where the audio wasn't like distorting and just the headphone mix. like so many of the
This is up close on their new Brick Line compressor, which
Brick
by the way,
Lane.
Brick Lane. Yeah.
And by the way, those slots, those spacers, all those designs, each of those designs is for all the people in the company picked out one of those pieces that make up that design.
It's beautiful. It looks great. And then it has, because of the type of compressor, it was a PCM compressor, I think is what it's called. It has 6 different styles of compression over here that you can pick from. So you grab 2 of these, you can do mix bus, you can do vocals, you can make it sound like a 33609, which is more of a what style of compressor is that?
A what? 33609?
Yeah, I forget the name of the compression style. You might put it down below, or might not. But 33609 has a different style of compression that it does. You can make it sound like that. It's kind of like what's it called? Distressor. You know how Distressor can sound like a LA2A, 1176, and whatever. This is that in 500 series. And I asked a famous question: are you losing any kind of headroom from it being in 500 series format? He said that was a myth. That's a myth of the past, especially when 500 series first came out. They were designed poorly, and because of that, you lost some headroom. So instead of getting the full 24 or 29 or whatever dBs of headroom, you only had like 18 or 19. These devices here are beating a lot of full rack mount devices when it comes to headroom, including stuff from API and Neve offerings. So
that's crazy.
The
fact that the HE2 is in 500 series and looks that sexy, but
yeah.
come on.
Yeah. So before we even move on from that, so there's some kind of what's the word? Some heresy stuff that's going on.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. So we have a really, really good friend of ours who did an episode with in California, in LA. Amazing studio that you guys are going to get to see on a future episode. And he has the legacy edition of the Creamborn Audio HE2. And he goes, the HE2 blackface, he goes, it's Chinese made, sounds different, boom, 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 whatever. And I'm like, I'm rolling my eyes because he has the white face version, and I'm like, whatever. You just saying that because you got this version, and you just But we go in here, guys, and I'm like, let's see. We pull up this picture, and it says designed and manufactured in the UK, and then me and Jackson go, almost at the same exact moment, right? And then
I was nowhere near as shocked as him. Like I
was
in my mind. I'm like, I kind of just took E-Man's word for it and moved on with my life.
I really didn't, to be honest with you. And then we go over here and we look up the other one, and sure enough, under the serial number it says made in China. It says designed and engineered in the UK, but made in China. So there are sonic differences between these two devices, guys. Right?
All approved by Ed, by the way, who's a
all
genius.
Approved by Ed.
And I trust with my sound.
And he, Jackson already has the blackface version, and he's absolutely in love with it. I would be getting this version, but
that's just not cool. Like now that I'm like zooming out and like just thinking about what's going on, like that's not cool.
That they did that?
No, that you want to.
Oh, you want me to get this version?
No. I think you should get the 500 series.
No.
Why?
Because it doesn't have plug-in control or the 500 series.
Yeah, bro, you got to get that one.
No. Anyway,
the plug-in control is really cool.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And the plug-in's been improved from the earlier version. The blackface version is 1800, and the blue white face, whatever,
$21.49.
It's $21.49. It's $300 off right now as long as the supplies last. So yeah, do with that as you will.
That's a really
if you're
cool...
big on manufacturing in the place where it was designed.
Sounds kind of racist to me, but we won't get into that. Anyhow,
Oh my gosh.
The
Okay.
colonizers supporting the colonizers, bro.
Hey,
No,
the
no, but
the moment Africa starts making some hardware, I'm first in line.
that'll be cool.
That'd be dope.
Their e-car's cool. Let me say something real quick. If like for just if you want to just your first piece of analog gear, like the HE2 is such a dope option. It looks cool. It satisfies your knob desire. It's got plug-in control, and it's exactly what you want from hardware. It's just analog sauce.
All right. Moving right along to my favorite hardware company that I was rocking with before many people started to really see the magic behind them. West Audio, baby. West Audio. Let's give it up for West Audio. Did you know that West Audio was Polish? It's a Polish company from Poland. Did you know that? No.
I can't say I thought they were United States. Like I didn't.
Okay, they're Polish. Do you know another thing very, very interesting about Poland? When Haiti,
It's cold.
when Haiti was controlled by the French and they had their revolution, Poland actually helped the Haitians get their freedom from the French. Did you know that? Well, now you know. So, shout out to Poland. You know, they're brothers in arms, if you will.
Yeah.
And they make dope gear.
So they get the pass.
Better makers from Poland too.
They get the pass.
They get the pass all day.
No,
Anyway,
if if West Audio,
No, I'm just playing. But anyway, so hey, listen, West Audio. I have several of their pieces. I have the Titan 500 series rack, which allows me to have all their 500 series gear.
can you switch them around in
controlled.
the chain?
Oh yeah,
via the plug-in.
oh yeah.
So
Oh no, I can't do that. I do that with the flock. Yeah.
ain't
I have the
right.
Hyperion and I have the Titan. I am going to be getting the Pandora, which is their dynamic EQ. And I might get a Mimus 1176 just so I have an 1176. So there's that. And then my rack could be full and I'm done. I have the NG tube and the NG comp. So the EQ and the VCA compressor. This right here that you're looking at is their new Verimute compressor, which I will be getting because sometimes I work on like R&B songs or gospel songs that are slower, and they don't need that snappy, compressor style. They need something slower and gooier and more forgiving with the compression. You can see like 5-10 dBs without hearing it type of stuff, and just gives it that really nice polish, but with compression. This is where to go. Verimute. I've been waiting for these guys for so long. The new Mew from Manly does something very similar, but this has two stages of what's it called? Two-stage transformer section. It has several tubes that actively are doing the compression, and they're completely decoupled, so you can get super super clean or super super dirty. Grimy, like you go from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to 2029, like at the drop of a hat. So it's beautiful. It looks, the only downside, West Audio, it looks exactly like my NG Comp VCA, except it looks exactly the same on the front. But it's a beautiful design. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So I'm gonna have that on pre-order very soon. It's $44.99. And it's open for pre-order right now. We already talked about the Alicia X Max and the Pandora, which wasn't on display, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful multi-band compressor with digital recall. $13.99. I mean, you cannot beat that for a stereo unit. So awesome. That's more shots of that guy right there.
Wavy
Wayne.
That was crazy.
What's up, man? Wavy Wayne was really, really cool to me. He's got a dope channel. He's so easy to listen to. You know what I mean? And he has his own pro audio store now, and I plan on supporting him with that. I have a really good thing going with Sweetwater, but whenever I can, I will be supporting. He gave us $20 of Wavy cash that we can spend one for one on there. So y'all check him out. Wavy Wayne's Pro Audio channel. He's super dope. Awesome guy. All right. And somebody's trying to, compete with the likes of Vintage King and Sweetwater, man.
There's the Barefoot stand was right behind him.
Yeah, Barefoot was there.
I think that new center speaker's new.
Did we go there?
Me and Jeff did. You were doing something. Warm audio back there. All good. There's two guys just, not dating or anything.
Your little shorts.
Those aren't shorts.
Those are shorts, dude.
I raped CLA and I'm wearing short shorts. You were the most dramatic exaggerator ever.
It's Mixed Bus TV, everybody. Crest Factor is very important. That Crest Factor video changed my life. I think that's his second most watched video.
I heard a podcast before I knew who he was. I heard a podcast with him. I'm just thinking out loud completely.
Yeah.
Random. Look at that guy.
Listen, you know what? As much as I feel like he's very polarizing. People like, whatever. I found out about West Audio from him. Okay. And I love West Audio. So I'm going to forever respect Mixed Bus TV for that. He put me on.
No, he does dope. I think his mixes are some of the best that I hear.
Absolutely.
From tutorialists.
Absolutely. He knows what he's doing. If you want to get super technical, lock in with him. But then he doesn't really sound all that technical when he's doing it because he also mixes from feel. But you can tell he appreciates the technical side of it, right? Mm-hmm. So Mixed Bus TV, awesome stuff. And
it's a palm tree.
It's some palm trees, man. You can get these on Sweetwater for $29.99. Pre-orders are open right now.
Yeah. Sounds awesome in the mix.
Yeah, they sound awesome. Just shake the leaves. Shh, your white noise. Done. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go.
Awesome.
It's just an expensive mud to add.
Yeah. And then on the Vintage King page, we did see the SSL 18.
Hey, that's dope.
That's cool. Harrison Audio 32 channel, that's cool.
Boo. Never heard of it.
The API ASM 164 is dope. It's a dope summing mixer that has a bunch of functionality on the outside. So if you're looking for a summing mixer right now, you get the summing or you want to change the summing mixer, check out what API is offering right now. The ASM 164 is fire. Okay, 16 channels of awesomeness. I'm sticking with my 2 Bus Plus and my 2 Bus Plus hat. Anything else?
That's fire.
So yeah, we had a great time
over here.
We had a great time in NAMM.
We did.
And we'll be there next year.
And we'll be pumping out a bunch more content. We got some cool, just some simple conversations with people we like, simple conversations with random people.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll do like a sit down episode where we just talk about the fun thing, just the fun
part
experience.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this seep into a lot of episodes too. Just kind of like, remember at NAMM when this happened? Anyway, this has been
I'm starving, guys. I gotta go get some sushi. So on that note, this has been the NIW Space podcast
with Starving
Jackson, and this is Ife, and we're out.
That's how